Welcome everybody to Expansion Team. This will be first round of the playoffs. Well, I guess what it be? The 2020 is it be 2024 season, 2025 season. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, you know what I mean? First round of the playoffs, you know what I mean? Um, welcome everybody, you know what I mean? Everything start with Earn the Night Soul Show. Please like, rate, review, share, subscribe. All that, man. Thank y'all for the love we get, the views we've been getting. Phenomenal. Um, we were doing great. We appreciate that. Um, and what else did I forget? No, that's everything. Got my brother on the line once again. Know what I mean, bro, what's going on with you?
Ain't much, man. I'm all right hanging in there.
Okay, you know what I mean, good to hear. Like we said, know what I mean, this is the first round of the playoffs. So of course, naturally, this is going to be a shorter show. Know what I mean, Jones will get shorter and shorter. Um, yeah, man. By the time we get to the NFC and AFC championships, them shows probably going to be like 10 minutes. Them Jones probably next Jones probably gonna be shorter than this one. Next one probably going to be like 10 minutes long. Know what I mean? Or we'll see how we figure that out. Cause I can't remember how long the shows was last year that we did. But all right. Now I mean, we here now. We got, like I said, this joint gonna be a little shorter, so we got some time. So I think that you called it when you said the Patriots head coach would get fired. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
yeah. Unfortunately, he did. Now, I
yeah.
mean, you want to speak on that before we get started?
Uh, nah, man. That's just the rumblings that I heard. I'm not no insider. I'm just saying, like, I heard, listen to Boston sports radio, and they were just regressing throughout the year, man. It wasn't getting better, and I don't know. I kind of feel bad for the guy. I mean, he really didn't have that much to work with as far as offensive, the weapons. But I did notice, like on the sidelines, to me, he was just all quiet and seemed too timid. I don't know. He just always wasn't talking. You see head coach on the sideline. They might not be calling plays, but you could tell they in control of their team and just talking to people. He just always seems so quiet. So I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, I'm just sad to see a brother lose a job, but I just feel like they're going to hire Mike Vrabel, man. That's the move that they want. And I'm not can't lie. I like Mike Vrabel. I fucks with it. So I mean, they want to get more pieces, like I said, offensive wise, to help drop the quarterback
Mm-hmm.
because the quarterback is real good. But I mean, it is what it is. It's a business out there, man. I feel bad for him, and I feel bad for Antonio Pierce. For the Raiders, he got fired too.
Mm,
So all these black coaches, after 1 year, are getting let go. So kind of feel bad for them.
mm. Now, would you have any idea who's a candidate for that job? Or no, we don't
Nah,
know.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't hear too much about that yet.
Mm. Well,
But
yeah.
Tom Brady's the owner, so or part owner, whatever it is. But I'm quite sure he's going to have a lot of input
Mm.
into who's going to be the next coach. So I wouldn't be surprised maybe it's somebody that he know or somebody that used to play with. You know what I mean?
Um.
But
Damn. I'm hearing that the Eagles offensive coordinator, the one that used to be the offensive coordinator at Dallas. You know what I'm saying? I heard that he might be up for some
Kellen Moore.
yeah, no, I mean I heard he might be up for some coaching jobs. And I don't know how true that is, because it's a bunch of rumors going on or whatever. Now I mean everybody talking,
Mm-hmm.
but I heard that, know what I mean? Now I don't know if he just been I don't know if he interviewing, he allowed to interview, or he interviewed already, know what I mean, for some stuff, but they've been saying that he might be up for some head coaching jobs, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know how true that is. But if he is, know what I mean, good luck to
Yeah.
him. Know what I mean? If he is, good luck to him. Yeah, I don't know how true that is though, and I don't know who else might get that. Unfortunately, know what I mean, you don't want to see people lose their job, but know what I mean, that's a business. Know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean, especially the NFL is a business, man. Like we said,
Well, I heard he was up for the he got a request for interview for the Saints job.
okay,
Kellen Moore. I mean, but I hope the Saints. I heard also they want to try to get the boy Aaron Glenn from Detroit. the defensive coordinator, I think he deserves a shot, man. So hopefully, he gets his chance to be a coach. We got two brothers that got let go, so
Mm-hmm.
I want to see that the black coach get put on somewhere. And
Mm.
I think right now he's the hottest, black candidate that's out there, Aaron Glenn. So I hope he gets a shot at getting the job.
Okay. All right. Other than that, off the top of my head, I can't think of nothing else. I
Well,
can't.
you got the draft order now.
Okay.
The first pick is Tennessee, second pick is Cleveland,
Mm.
and the third pick is New York Giants.
Now I don't know. Do you? If you Tennessee, would you keep the number one pick, or would you probably finagle with maybe the Giants? I'm pretty sure the Giants might want the number one pick. So I think they plans was to have the number one pick end up getting Shador. I'm pretty sure that they had their sights set. They probably had a whole plan of we get Shador and then it's New York. You know what I mean? We can be able to market him and that'll help us get back, on TV and all of that. So do you think it'd be some willing and dealing, or do Tennessee say, nah, we need to pick him so we can try to get our franchise, started. You know what I mean? Jump started
Uh,
because, or you just pick another. If you Tennessee, do you just no, we need to keep him and just pick another quarterback and just try with him. You know what I mean?
yeah, well, the top two quarterbacks is Shador and Cam Ward from Miami. If I'm Tennessee, though, I gotta pick a quarterback.
Hmm.
Unless Shador is saying he don't want to come play for Tennessee,
Hmm.
and let's say he do say that, they might like the other quarterback better anyway. But if I'm Tennessee, I'm picking a quarterback, man. I already told you how I feel about that boy Will Levis. That was the major problem that Tennessee had this year was that quarterback. So they got to solve that problem, man. And in the NFL, if you don't got a quarterback, you don't got a chance.
Hmm.
So they got to draft a quarterback in my eyes.
All right. So, hmm. So then with that, okay, say they do. It depends on where they got either one of them graded at because um Cam Ward is a great quarterback too. So say
Mm-hmm.
say they go number one and number two because you would think that Cleveland might draft a quarterback.
They could. Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? Even though they gave Deshaun Watson that money, you don't know what's going on with him. So
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't it make sense for them to draft a quarterback? Then that would leave the Giants to fall to three. Then you would naturally think like, all right, if the next best player is Travis Hunter, we would have to pick him.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think it might be some willings and dealings right now. Know what I mean? The way the draft order fell, it might be some willings and dealings right now. Because you think those are top two teams, you would think both of them quarterbacks would be gone. And then that leaves next best player, you know what I'm saying, available, and that would be Travis Hunter. So you think that Travis Hunter would end up playing in New York, which New York might say, all right, now we got neighbors and we got Travis Hunter. But then you still saying,
Mm-hmm.
all right, we iffy at quarterback. You see what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
still, no disrespect to nobody that's on the roster now, but let's be real. That still leaves you iffy at quarterback. You know what I mean? You might have, okay, now I got somebody that if we want Travis Hunter to play wide receiver, now we got two top notch wide receivers at. Now I'm saying with all the talent in the world. But if the person that you feel like is throwing, you ain't got nobody solid throwing to him, then that still leaves you. Yeah, I don't know. Know what I mean? Now it's up in the air now. Know what I mean? Who gonna pick where and all of that?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But
Well,
mm,
the Giants, let's say they can't draft a quarterback. They might look into like one of these older quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers, or you don't know what Minnesota going to do with Sam Darnold
mm.
or Russell Wilson. They might have to go to that route. You know what I mean? but they do need a quarterback bad. But if they are going to be a number 3 and there's no quarterback there to draft, I mean, they got to draft Travis Hunter. I mean, you can't let that guy slip away. So, I mean, to me, it's no brainer about to draft Travis Hunter right there.
Yeah. So we'll see how it shake out now. Now things is not so. Yeah, man. I don't know. Know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if it might be some willing and dealings going on or some listen. I mean, some people say that people shouldn't interfere in the draft and all this and that, but at the end of the day, if you are Coach Prime, you might be saying, "Listen, I don't want my son going somewhere where you might feel like he's just sitting in purgatory." You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where who knows? Now I'm saying who knows the talks that he might have had with teams, and this is what we plan to do if we. Of course, it's going to be off the record. Ain't nobody really going to know. You know what I'm saying? But it might add teams. What is what we plan on doing in the future? You know what I mean? And building this around them or building that around them. So I don't know if it just like, nah, we ain't going there. Now I mean, if they pull the, the Manning family type joint, well, nah, we ain't going there. So, know what I mean? Don't even, I don't know. Know what I mean? Right now it's up in the air, but you would think the common sense picks, the top 2 picks would be the 2 quarterbacks, and then that leaves Travis Hunter to go to the Giants. So,
yeah. I mean, the only team I can see that could really trade is Cleveland, maybe. Just because a general manager might be stubborn. He want to prove that he got the Deshaun Watson, contract right. So he might be stubborn and might just want to stick with Deshaun Watson. So they might trade that pick to the Giants or something like that. That's like the only thing I can see happening. But I mean, if I'm Cleveland, I got to draft another quarterback. I can't fuck with Deshaun Watson, man. Yeah. He have time and time again. He shows you that he can't stay healthy or he's just not the same quarterback that he was, in Houston. So if I'm Cleveland, I got to draft a quarterback. But that's the only option I can see as far as trading. I can see Cleveland, they might do some type of trades if they're going to be stubborn.
Okay. Yeah, man.
So we should see, right?
Yeah. Now everything ain't so, etched in stone. Like a lot of people thought that it was either going to be a combination of maybe like the number 1 team was going to be like maybe like the Giants, and the number 2 team was going to be like the Raiders, or the Raiders were going to be the number 1 team or something like that. Some type of combination of that. Now it's like the number 1 team is a team that ain't nobody think was going to be the number 1 pick. So that kind of like threw everybody off. So man, I mean, we'll see, man. Good luck to everybody that's going to get drafted. Now I mean, congratulations to y'all. To all the guys out there, I mean, that's playing ball, trying to make their dreams come true, man. I mean, good luck to all y'all. So,
right.
Yeah, man. Other than that, I mean, like I said, this show gonna be shorter because you know what I mean. It's playoff time, so you can start whenever you're ready.
All right. Well, we're gonna kick it off with Saturday. We got the LA Chargers going to Houston to play the Texans. Chargers are 3-point favorites. The total was 42.5. Houston won a division, but the Chargers have the better record. So maybe that's why they're 3-point favorites. But everything's telling me that the Chargers are going to win. I just think the Chargers are the better team. But it's just like something telling me that Houston might surprise them, man. I just don't know, man. Houston hasn't really shown me that they're the same team as they was last year. They can't block for the quarterback, officially. He's always running for his life. He got to take a lot of sacks this year. And Chargers are good on defense, so they can't bring that pressure. But it's just something telling me that Houston can, find a way to get a win. So I'm going to pick Houston plus the 3. If anything, they might lose by a field goal. But I'm just going to go with my gut here, man. And I'm just going to pick Houston plus 3. As far as the total, I already had no strong opinion. I would lean towards the over. If I'm going to pick Houston, I would think it might be like a kind of a high score game. So I'm leaning towards the over. But I'm going to pick Houston +3, and I would lean towards the over 42.5.
Yeah, man. They kind of saying they took a step back. Well, of course, you know that. Now, I mean, they had some key injuries, man. But it's saying they did take a little step back, and they seem like the Chargers, like they just been rolling. They just been very, very solid. So I understand. So I understand why they favorite. I get it. Like you said, man. Houston is a team where it's like, you know, they might be able to pull out the win. Okay. See, common sense pick would be to be the Chargers just because they just more solid. But you don't know. It could be, oh man. Houston might have a great game. You know what I mean? I would like to pick Houston. The Chargers seems like the common sense pick. I would also like to pick Houston though. This ain't as easy as I thought.
Yeah,
I gotta pick.
It's
All
kind
right.
of a tough one.
Yeah, I would have to. All right. Common sense, we to pick the Chargers. See, but I think that they can. I think Houston got a chance that they can, if they can turn it into a shootout. That's why I'm going to pick the over. I do think it's going to be a shootout, but I think the Chargers is going to end up winning. You know what I mean? I love Houston, but I think the Chargers can win it. But I do think it's going to be a higher scoring game. You know what I mean? It's going to be 20-something to 20-something, I think. You know what I mean? It might be a 28-24 game. You know what I mean? Somebody get a stop at the end or something like that. You know what I mean? Who knows? You know what I mean? This might even be an overtime game or something like that. You know what I mean? So I'm going to pick the over, but I got to go Chargers, even though I would like Houston to win. I got to go Chargers. But it just seemed like more of the common sense pick. So we got to see, you know what I mean, what's Houston game plan is. You know what I mean? Maybe they kept a lot of this stuff to themselves and they gonna come out like gangbusters and they got some special stuff going because, yeah, but the Chargers just seem they just like a solid team, man. They just all around solid. You know, Houston really going to be slinging the ball. You know what I'm saying? They're really going to be slinging the ball around to win this one. But so I got to go Chargers, and I'm picking, and I'm gonna pick the over.
All right, I like that. Next, we got the same day on Saturday night. We got Pittsburgh going to Baltimore. Baltimore's 9.5-point favorites. The total is 43.5. This is the third time this team will play. The team split the matchup in the regular season 1-1. I believe. Man, I'm trying to remember. Was the home team winning off both games or did the road team win both games? I forget, but it doesn't matter. Pittsburgh is coming on in a 4-game losing streak. Baltimore is coming in on a nice little winning streak. So two teams going in opposite directions. But something's telling me Pittsburgh keep it close. Divisional game. They know each other. I'm not a fan of Pittsburgh offense at all. That's why I was going to lean towards the under in this. But, you know, I just can't see how Pittsburgh going to put up that many points, man. And that's what's going to hold them back as far as winning this game. I don't think they're going to win it, but I think they can keep it within that 10-point total. 10-point spread. You know, I just don't see Baltimore winning by double digits. But Baltimore is hot, man. It's a team you got to worry about. And I seen something today, man. 2000, Baltimore won a championship Super Bowl, and Trent Dilfer was 28 years old. 12 years later, 2012, Baltimore won a Super Bowl. Joe Flacco was 28 years old. And now it's 2025, but almost 12 years later, Baltimore's in the playoffs, and Lamar Jackson's 28. So that kind of like blew my mind, man. So this might be the year for Baltimore, man. And we both picked them at the beginning of the year, man, to go to Super Bowl. So it's really now or never for them, man.
All right. So,
but
damn, that's crazy.
It is, as far as the whole age thing, you know what I mean? And they were always 20 years old. But this game right here, just staying on this game, I'm just going to pick up Pittsburgh plus 9.5. I don't think they're going to lose by double digits. And I will lean towards the under because if it is going to be a close game, it got to be low scoring in my eyes because Pittsburgh offense is just not that good. So I'm picking Pittsburgh plus 9.5, and I'm picking under the total 43.5.
That's crazy, man. You just, pointed out some conspiracy theory, Illuminati, numerology type angle. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's wild.
Numerology.
Yeah, like some type of numerology right there. That's crazy. Yeah. I think Pittsburgh. I think Mike Tomlin is going to have his team better prepared than most people think. It's not impossible for them to win, depending on what they put. I mean, but they're really going to have to. They either going they defense going to have to play out of this world for them. Know what I'm saying? For them to have a low scoring game. To try to keep it like close with them, and then they really going to be slinging that ball, man. We ain't got time for the slow behind offense and 2-3 yards of run. Nah, they going to have to really get their yards in chunks, man. They going to have to be throwing that ball. You know what I mean? So they really got to have some special things planned, man. Common sense pick would be to pick the Ravens. Like I said, I don't think this is going to be the walk in the park everybody think that it is going to be. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna have to go with the Ravens because of what you just said. Because now that whole numerology thing is all in my head now. So I'm gonna pick the Ravens. I don't. Yeah. I'm not going with that spread. I think that spread is too high. Like I said, I think they're gonna keep it closer than people think. I don't think this is just gonna be a walk in the park. You know what I mean? I don't think it's gonna be a walk in the park. And what's the over under?
43.5.
43.5. 43.5. 20. I think this can go. I think this can go over. I think this can go over. I think this can go over. I think Baltimore got some stuff up their sleeve. Pittsburgh got some stuff up their sleeve. I don't think it's just going to be, it's just going to be an automatic win for Baltimore. Now, this really going to test them because, you know what I mean? They be looking good all season, you know what I mean? And then crunch time, what do they do when the pressure's on? You see what I'm saying? So, but now that right there is in my head. The 28 is now that's in my head. So I'm going Baltimore, but I'm not. But 9 points seem high to me. It might be 4 or 5 points. They might win by maybe 4 or 5 points or something like that, and I'm gonna pick the over.
All right. Next, we're going to Sunday. We got the Denver Broncos going to Buffalo to play the Bills. Buffalo's 8.5-point favorites. Total's 46.5. Denver locked up their playoff spot last week against Kansas City. But Kansas City, rest all their starters. And Buffalo, they had nothing to play for last week. They was locked into that number 2 seed. So we all know, my bias towards Denver. So obviously I'm not going to pick them. It's a high point spread. I'm seeing a lot of things on TV. A lot of people saying Denver could win this game just based off their defense. And I do respect their defense. But the last few games, their defense hasn't been playing well. They gave up a lot of points to Cincinnati. I forgot who they played the week before, but they also gave up a lot of points to that team. I want to say it was Atlanta. I can't really remember, but the defense hasn't been on point the last few games. So I can see Buffalo taking advantage of that. And we did on by 10 points, you know what I mean, covering that 8.5 point spread. The total 46.5. I would lean towards the over in that one because Denver can score as well. But I just think Buffalo can put up 30 something points and Denver can score like 20 something. So I kind of see a high scoring game. So I'm gonna pick Buffalo minus the 8.5, and then I'm gonna lean towards the over 46.5.
Hmm. 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 Could could this be an upset?
That's what a lot of people saying, man. So all day I was watching shows, and a lot of people saying Denver can win this.
This could possibly be an upset. If this is, I mean, if they really come out with something really up their sleeve, and some things go their way, maybe a turnover or two go their way. Um, mm, the play when they need it here and there, stop when they need it here and there. It's a chance they can win this game. I do feel like that. I know people feel like the Bills is the favorite to go to Super Bowl. Everybody been saying Bills Detroit Super Bowl. Um, this I want to pick Denver for the upset though.
Mm,
So y'all know what I mean. Don't pay me no mind on this one. I'm gonna go Denver with the upset.
mm,
I'm gonna go Denver on the. I'm gonna go Denver one on the up for the upset. I don't know what the score gonna be or none of that. I don't know what the over under gonna be, but I'm gonna go Denver on the upset. It's not impossible for them to win. To me, they got a chance they can win. Like I say, some things go their way. This could be a major upset.
mm-hmm.
I
That
think, yeah, I
will
think,
be major.
yeah, I think some things could go their way. I'm just gonna go Denver. Know what I mean? Now y'all out there, know what I mean? Don't listen to what I'm saying. Go and listen to my brother. Know what I mean? I'm just going out on a limb. I think that this might be the upset that. Mm, yeah. I'm gonna go Denver on this one. I'm just gonna go Denver. Like I said, people, know what I mean? Don't pay me no mind on this one. I'm going Denver. So I'm gonna pick Denver.
All right. Well, we're going to another game where hopefully it will be upset in this one. We're going to Green Bay. They're going to play the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles are 4.5 point favorites. The total is 44.5. Green Bay just got the news that the receiver Christian Watson got a torn ACL, so he won't be playing this game. Obviously, he's going to be out for the rest of the year. Jalen Hurts, he hasn't come out of as a protocol yet, but everybody, assuming that he's going to play, which I do as well. I don't see him not playing in this one. Um, this game is a rematch of the first week when the Eagles beat Green Bay in the high score matchup. So just off of that, I'm going to pick the under in this one. I think it's going to be different. Usually, when the team plays twice in a year, one game be high scoring, next game be low scoring. You know what I mean? I don't know why it happens like that. So my main pick here is going to be the under. Everybody knows that I'm not an Eagles fan, so I can't pick them to win this. So my main pick is going to be the under. I like the Eagles defense and Packers. I feel like maybe they can control the Eagles offense just a little bit. It might take a while for Jalen Hurts to get going. After missing the last 2.5 games or whatever. So usually, Eagles are a slow first quarter offense. So I just see it being low scoring, man. But I do think the Eagles are the better team. That's obvious. Them being the second seed, they should win this. But I'm gonna have my green and yellow sunglasses on, rooting for Green Bay. So I'm picking Green Bay plus 4.5, and then my main pick here is the under for the total 44.5.
Hmm. Yeah, under 4.5. Eagles. Know what I mean? We should be able to cover that spread. We should be able to cover that spread. But the 44.5, I don't know about the 44.5 because I don't think Green Bay going. I don't think Green Bay gonna score more than 10 to 13.
Damn.
But maybe if that's the hold on, 44.5 is 10. I'm thinking maybe like a 24-10 game or something like that. A 27
Oh man.
27-10 or 27-13 game. I'm thinking about that. So that would be 1, 2. Yeah, that would still be under. So I'm gonna bet the under.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bet the under. So I'm going Eagles cover the spread, but I'm picking the under.
So it's a comfortable win.
Yeah, because I think that I think that they the Packers gonna try to be in their bag too much, feeling like we gotta do, feeling like because of the Eagles offense that we got to try to get in our bag, and I think that our defense is going to be to step up, make some plays. Now I mean we might even get an interception. Now I mean who knows? It might be a pick six. Now I mean this game,
Mm-hmm.
fumble, something like that. Pick. I mean it might even be a pick six. So I think that they gonna turn the defense loose on them, man. I think they're gonna I think they're gonna turn the defense loose. You know what I mean? For them young boys, you know what I mean, they hungry, you know what I mean? They've been playing good. You know what I mean? Let them loose, man. You know what I mean? All them big ass boys we got from Georgia. You know what I mean? Sick them on everybody. So, like I said, I think Green
Mm-hmm.
Bay is gonna already be overthinking that, okay, we got to come out with all type of offensive plays and all this and that to try to keep up with them, keep up with the Eagles. And that's when you slip up, probably try and do too much. Next thing you know, you done threw an interception and that and this and that. You know what I mean? Especially if we go up. You know what I mean? If we get off to a fast start, then that way you already feel like you're playing behind already. Then, you know, when you start rushing, forcing things, that's when you make mistakes. You know what I mean? So I can see the game. I can see the game going that way if they start panicking early. You know what I mean? Especially the Eagles start scoring early and they get in the panic mode early and they can't hold it together. You know what I mean? Because Jordan Love is a good quarterback, but he's not Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Start panicking, trying to do too much. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, you done threw a ball that you shouldn't have thrown. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So yeah, so I feel like we can get this win and we just continue to play the same way we've been playing. Saquon, now I mean, rested up. I still feel like he should have went for the record. You know what I mean, I don't know. Now I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's all kind of mixed reports saying that at first he was cool with being sat down. Now it's reports saying that he wasn't cool being sat down. But you know, now I mean, we can't worry about it now. That's over with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think that we just keep playing the way we've been playing. That's gonna make them just start, overreaching, doing things he shouldn't have done. I mean, it's all about what Jordan Love head is at. Now, I mean, if his head is gonna be on his shoulders and he will to stay calm, even if the Eagles start scoring, then they got a chance. If not, I mean, it's gonna be a bad game for them. I mean, especially the way our defense been playing. Now, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
man, we got some big ass young boys, man. You know what I mean? We ain't even sick them on nobody yet, for real, for real. You know what I mean? So
Okay. Well, I like the confidence, man. Um, we're gonna go from one NFC East team to another. We got the Washington Commanders going down to Tampa Bay to play the Buccaneers. This is also a rematch of Week One. Tampa Bay won that game in Week One against Washington. Tampa Bay is 3-point favorites. Totals 50.5. Tampa Bay, man, I just feel like I always undervalued them. I don't appreciate, they're a pretty consistent team. Got good defense and Baker Mayfield, man. He got a lot of dog in him, man, as far as, in a good way. He's just tough, man. So I gotta respect this team. I think Tampa Bay's gonna win this. But Washington is sneaky, man. If they can't contain Daniels, as far as him making plays with his legs on third down and whatnot in the red zone, then Washington will win this. But I'm just going to stop, undervaluing Tampa, stop disrespecting them. I'm just going to pick Tampa to win this -3. They should win by, that field goal of 4 or 5 points, something like that. As far as the total, 50.5, I would lean towards the over just because most of Washington games are over. Um, but yeah, man, it's going to be a good game, man. I'm very excited to see this. I can see it going either way, man. I can see Washington winning this, but, it's just me, just telling myself, I always doubt Tampa Bay all year, man. And they found their way back into the playoffs. Like, I thought Atlanta was going to win this division. But Tampa just show how consistent they are. And I'm just going to put some respect on their name, and I'm going to pick them. So Tampa Bay -3, and I'm going to pick the over 50.5 for the total.
Yeah, this might end up being the best game. I mean, if you like a lot of offense in a back and forth game, you know what I mean? This right here might be the best game. Um, mm, yeah, for some odd reason, Tampa Bay can show up. Yeah, man, this joint's like a coin flip to me, man. I don't know who's who. This joint gonna be a whole back and forth. They gotta pick, so I'm gonna pick Tampa Bay because I have to pick a team. Y'all lose your mind if I don't pick a team, but to me, this joint's like a super coin flip. I'm gonna go Tampa Bay. What's the spread?
3.
Yeah, it's only 3. So unless it's whoever get the ball at the end and win by a field goal,
Mm-hmm.
Even that spread being 3, they might not even cover the spread because whoever win might only the field goal might only put him up by 1. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or something like that. You know what I mean? Because I do feel like this is a game of who gonna get the ball last. So I ain't 100% sure that they're gonna be whoever win. They're gonna be the cover that they're gonna be to cover that spread. They might only win by 1 or 2 points or something like that. You know what I mean? I just feel like this is gonna be one of them type of games. You said the point spread is like was 50 something?
50.5, yeah.
Yeah, 50 and a half. Damn. 24, 21, 25, 25, 26. I'm still go to under. I think it might be a little under than that, but I do think it's gonna be a close game.
Okay.
I think the total gonna be like 40 something. Total points is gonna be like 40 something, but I don't think it's gonna be the 50. But I do think it's gonna be like 40 something. I do think it's gonna be a back and forth type game. But I'm going Buccaneers, man. But see, even with that point spread, I don't even know if they're going. I ain't even touching the point spread. I don't even think because they might not even cover the point spread. They might win and not cover the point spread. They might walk off field goal and you know what I mean, and be only win by 1 or 2 points or something like something crazy like that. I can be I can see one of them crazy ass type of games. So yeah, I'm just gonna go Buccaneers and I'm gonna pick the under. And the point spread, even though it's only
Okay.
3 points, they might not even cover the 3 points.
Right. It's going to be a good one, man. Like you said, this might be one of the most exciting game of the weekend right here, especially, as far as points wise. Next, we got the last game of the week on Monday night. Minnesota going to Los Angeles to play the Rams. Minnesota is only 1 point favorite. The total is 47.5. Now, the spread is very shocking. Minnesota's 14-3. Rams are 10-7. And Minnesota is only 1 point favorites. That just blows my mind, man. Just going off of my logic, that's telling me that the Rams going to win this. But my strategy doesn't work all the time, people. So, but usually, when a spread catch my eye, catch my attention like that, it's for a reason. Um, I've been saying all year I don't trust Sam Darnold. We seen it when he played against Detroit. He looked like a whole different quarterback, man. Detroit was putting constant pressure on him, and he just looked flustered, overthrowing a lot of open receivers. I mean, he had a good year, but this is playoffs now. This is when the tough get going, and I'm just not sure Sam Darnold built for this. I mean, I'm no disrespect to him. He just has to show us. He hasn't shown us yet. So, I mean, this is a proven league, and it's a perfect spot for him to do it against. You know, LA, to me, their defense, I don't think they can put that pressure on them that Detroit did. So, you know, he has a good opportunity to bounce back from that performance against from Detroit. So everything's telling me that Minnesota could win this. But just going off that point spread, I gotta pick the Rams here. I gotta stick to my strategy. Rams obviously they rest all these starters last week, so they had a bye, you could say. So their players are going to be more rested. Minnesota's coming off that hard-fought game, so maybe they're going to be a little bit tired for that, you know, physically, mentally maybe. And the Rams, like I said, coming off that bye from when they rest all the starters, man, they might be refreshed, rejuvenated. And we see a lot of times, you know, we had them division winners, you know, few years, but they was like under 500, some corny team winning division, and they shouldn't even be in the playoffs. And then that first playoff game, they win. You know what I mean? It happened a few times in its past like 15 years. So I kind of view that this game as one of those situations. You know, the Rams got that 10-7 record. You know, not as good as Minnesota. Minnesota should be the home team, but they're not because they ain't win the division. And then the lesser team wins the game because they're home, and then everybody doubting them. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. So I'm gonna pick the Rams here. As far as the total, 47.5. I would lean towards the over, but I got no strong conviction about that.
They got playoff games on a Monday night, which I mean that makes sense, kind of, I guess.
Yeah, I hate it.
I know.
It's whatever.
I know it throw you off, but I mean I kind of get it because you want to have more people just focus on that one game instead of having because you only had like 2 Saturday games, right?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that right there shows me that that's why even though they was winning, people really wasn't on giving Minnesota their props the whole season. You know what I mean? People was kind of quiet when it came to Minnesota, even though they was winning. And I guess this is why a lot of people felt like it was kind of fool's gold or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, and then plus the way they lost to Detroit, that's because I was like nobody really giving Minnesota their props. You know what I mean? They winning. There ain't nobody really talking about them. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody talking like they like a top-notch team. I guess people just feel like they just having a Cinderella season or whatever. Shout out to Justin Jefferson though. He catch damn near everything thrown to him. It's the reason why he like the best wide receiver in the game of football. He catch damn near everything you throw to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, like you said, man. I mean, it's not like the Rams. It's impossible for the Rams to win. Yeah, that right there only being 1 point is like them thinking that all right, it was fool's gold, and then the Rams playing at home. Can they really go get that? Can they get that win? I'm gonna go with Minnesota. I think did I pick Minnesota last week and they got whooped by Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna do better than that. Yeah, they kind of just. I don't know if the moment was too big for the quarterback. He just got overwhelmed. But the Rams are not Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they got the same worries on the defense. So I think that if he can get that ball to Justin Jefferson, I think that he can have a monster game, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think he had 2, maybe 3 touchdowns. Now, I mean, this could be a career day for him. I do. I think this could be a career day for him. I'm gonna go Minnesota again. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go Minnesota again. What's the over under?
47.5.
47 and a half. 4, that means we gotta get 47 and a half. 47 and a half. 20, 20. Damn, that's a 47 and a half. That's tough. I might have to go 28. 21 to 28 gets them over. I'm gonna go over. It might go a little bit over. This might be a 21-31 game or something like that. So I'm gonna go over.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go over. And I'm expecting a monster game from Justin Jefferson. You know what I mean? I'm expecting a monster game from him. You know what I mean? I'm expecting I'm not gonna say Randy Moss type game, but you know the game where he had like 3 touchdowns. They just throwing them bombs. He ain't catching nothing else the whole game except the bombs for the touchdowns.
Yeah, that was against Dallas, I think.
Now I mean, if we can get that type of joint. Now, shout out to Justin Jefferson too. He'd be like, I noticed that, like some people be wearing like gold around their neck. He be wearing like the diamonds around his neck. I was like, yo, he got diamonds around his neck when he playing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
must be nice.
Hey, man, more power to him, man. I kind of like that. You know what I mean? I know some people think that wearing jewelry is a little bit too flashy and all this and that, wearing out on the field and all that. I think that's one of the reasons why they ain't like Coach Prime and all that. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. If he can have a monster game, if they didn't get the ball in his hands, I think this could be a career day for him. I'm not counting the Rams out because the Rams offensively, they can just make things happen. Even though they ain't really got no big receivers. Both their receivers ain't that. They 2 main receivers ain't that big. But Minnesota should be able to get the win if they just don't try to get too cute and just try to get the ball in Justin Jefferson's hands the whole game. You know what I mean? Make him the focal point. They should be able to get out of there with a win. Like I said, this going you're right. This gonna be the test to see if Sam Darnold is somebody that you could try to build around and try to keep moving forward, or you're gonna be looking for a quarterback because I'm assuming this is why people thought that he was like fool's gold because some people were saying that he had an arm, but yeah, because that Detroit game he just looked like I don't know, man, just like the moment was too big for him or something, man. I don't know.
Yeah, remember when he's with the Jets, man? He's talking about he's on the sideline during the game, and he's like, "I see ghosts. I was seeing ghosts."
Yeah,
saying he was just throwing the ball real fast. He was scared of the pressure. So that's kind of what it reminded me of, man. That's his knock, man. If you put pressure on him, he's just going to, got happy feet. You don't know what to do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. All right, yeah. So I'm going Minnesota, and I'm gonna go. Did I pick the? I picked the under or the over. I think I picked the over, right? I think the over is gonna go. Yeah. Probably gonna go a little over. Yeah. So that's it. So.
All right. That's the last game right there.
All right, yeah. All right. That's the last game, man. Like we always say, man, bet with your head, not over it. These are not our numbers. These are not our point spreads. These are not our odds. You know what I mean? Everything we talk about is public information. This is not stuff that we made up. Other than that, man, like I said, this joint's gonna be a little shorter because less games, man. Other than that, I really ain't got too much to say. Say bet with your head, not over it. Good, good luck to y'all. You got anything to say to the people before we get up out of here?
Nah, man. Just good luck to everybody, man. Y'all be safe out there. And thanks for the support and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we'll be seeing y'all next week for round 2. Like you say, man, everything starts earning ISO podcast. Please like, rate, review, share, subscribe. You know what I mean? Thank y'all for all the love we get, all the plays we get, all the views we get. You know what I mean? We got some major moves coming up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Y'all be on the lookout for that. Now, we'll let you know. Like I said, now we keep things closer. Now, we don't announce stuff, too soon now. Like I said, you got a lot of people trying to stop everything we trying to do. You know what I mean? They trying hard right now. The stuff that they trying to do, man, to try to slow us down behind the scenes. Like I said, we just got to maneuver and they ain't gonna stop us. Know what I mean? Can't nobody block our blessings. So, know what I mean, with that being said, know what I mean, bro, know what I mean, thank you. It was fun doing this with you. And we'll see you next week, man.
All right, man. You be safe out there.
All right, you too.
All right.